Hello, everyone. Thank you for your diligent efforts you put in over the last several weeks, and congratulations on the completion of your first week with a continuous learning plan. A few quick reminders for you. Since the upcoming week is a short week, be sure you're asking students to submit their work by Thursday. Remember, progress reports are to be submitted by 3 o'clock on Thursday. Additional details about the progress reports are outlined in the principal's notes attached to the email you received. I want to remind you to exhibit flexibility and grace during this time. The important work for us remains to stay connected to our students and to help them stay connected to their learning so that they're ready for their next step next fall, whatever it may be, whether it be at Wyandotte, in college, in the workforce, or somewhere else. I also want to remind you of what I said in the last video message that I sent to you. We know that our students may be experiencing several challenges. It may be about time, it may be about resources or technology or internet access. The one goal we want to continue keeping in mind is that we do not want any grades to be negatively impacted because of these closures. One of the most frequent questions being asked is about grades. Let's take a look at Wednesday's update of the KCKPS Continuous Learning Plan. The plan identifies that seniors need to contact us if they're behind so we can work with them to earn their necessary credits. Each academy at Wyandotte is putting together a graduation team to make daily contacts with these seniors. We cannot let them slip through the cracks. Mr. Hoffman continues to work with our KCKCC students and professors. They are now attending online courses and will be graded based on KCKCC's grading policy. Finally, the plan notes that students in AP classes have been given the option to take the AP end-of-course exam at home. For us, our AP classes are all in the computer science area. As you know, third quarter letter grades will be the final letter grades students receive this year. However, students who failed third quarter will be able to pass and earn credit for the class by completing makeup work or showing growth in their fourth quarter work. I think this is where the questions come, so let me attempt to clarify. Students who failed third quarter will have a chance to pass the course if they show they have met 60% of the learning targets. That could be from the third quarter targets, or if your PLC decides to proceed with additional targets, it could include additional fourth quarter targets. Here's an example to illustrate that. Let's say in third quarter there were 10 learning goal targets for the course. To earn a passing grade for third quarter, those students would have needed to pass 60% of the targets, or 6 targets. If a student only demonstrated that they could meet 4 of the targets, then they would receive an F for the third quarter. Now with continuous learning plan, they have 2 options. They can either go back and meet those 2 targets that they didn't get to or didn't get to show in third quarter. You can submit a grade change to your counselor. They will then have an adjusted third quarter letter grade and qualify for a P at the end of the course and earn the credit. If they just keep moving forward and meet 2 additional targets that the PLC has identified for fourth quarter, then their third quarter F remains, but their final grade will be a P and they will earn the credit. Some important points to remember is any additional fourth quarter learning targets, which is new material, has to be determined by the PLC. No individual teacher is to identify that for their class. All learning targets are also to align with the GVC. As I mentioned early on, let's not forget flexibility and grace through this process. It is a very unique process. And if you still have any questions after working with your PLC, or you just want to talk about a unique scenario, please don't hesitate to call me or email me. We do have to remember that students at risk of not earning a P at the end of the course have to be identified and interventions have to be attempted. It's not just on the shoulders of the students. We're in this together. Thank you for taking your time today to listen to this message, and thank you for everything you're doing to stay connected with our students and to help them stay connected to their learning. Have a great week.